a church which is serving and empowering the poor within its own ranks and beyond.
Do you think that every local church should have some activity helping to serve the poor? Do you think each individual Christian should aim to make that a part of their life in some way?
I think the local church is a great place to work such things out. So you can come up with projects which people can get involved with their varying different skills. Some are good administrators, some are very good at the cutting edge, the face of where the people are. So different skills can come together to have a church project. I think individuals should feel giving away finance is part of being a Christian. So the individual feels that, but the outworking can come in local church. So they may have a project that they're all involved in together, or maybe more than one in a larger church, and maybe several projects but I think to do it together gives us corporateness, gives us a goal, objective, and wider resources.
I guess in the UK, being in Kingston at the moment, there's an affluent place, not an awful lot of poverty, and I think a lot of churches in the UK can feel that sense of, relative comfort on a global scale. Do you think it's important for churches in affluent areas to be intentional about pursuing ways that they can be a blessing to the poor?
I think one of the blessings of being part of an international family of churches is that yes, we can, and again we've helped into Kenya, we've helped into other African nations, India, etc. So yes, we can be helping others internationally, sometimes in crises, emergencies, but also I think we do find that there are people in the most affluent areas, around the edges, around the fringes. So I'm amazed at some of the inventiveness of some of our churches getting involved just on the margins of the place where they live.
Can you think of any particular stories of any individuals who you've seen taken from the ash heap and to seat with princes, as the Bible says?
I think probably the most famous story I think of is the one in Clarence, where we have guys who were formerly really living in gross poverty, who are now pastors of churches. They've been brought through. They're no longer dependent. They're now seeing others helped, and they've taken on not just the help, but also picked up the values, picked up who they are in Christ, begun to care for the flock of God. It's wonderful to see that. Steve Oliver, who's headed up a lot of our work among the poor in more recent times, has seen outstanding success with that in South Africa, where he's been. But also I think we've seen different styles. I think of in the UK, some people doing furniture, helping people with furniture, all sorts of, and helping people with handling their own money. So we've got a number of churches that are guiding people about debt and how to handle their finance better, not getting sucked into debt situations. So there are all kinds of areas and angles we can help people to handle finance.
Great. How can we? How do you think we can overcome apathy with regards to poverty?
I think the gospel at root has this sensitivity to need, and Jesus is full of tenderness and compassion. So I think it's at the heart of the gospel. I think it's meant to be at the heart of Jewish culture, that giving away slavery, the slaves, giving away funding. They don't just set them free, give them freedom to go generously. It's really right in the heart of our message, and so I think that's part of it. And I think then finding ways, I think that's where we're so helped by one another, not just to give away aimlessly, but with the goal to help people find dignity and to be really empowered, that those who are at the mercy of poverty being absolutely rescued from it.